Hey y'all, it's Dre and Ro coming to you for our normal, usual Tuesday night discussions. Or, I'm sorry, Tuesday talks.
Right.
Tonight we're going to be talking about a lot of different things. Um, Social media between couples. What else, babe?
Um. So the title. What's the title you put again, babe?
Oh, that was your title. So I
No,
don't.
you put a whole lyric in there.
Oh, that was your stuff. I don't know. Something about if
How
it's.
strong was our bond? Right. So there's a couple of scenarios tonight. Um. Scenarios that can break a bond. That I would say a weak bond. Um. Things like social media. When you put things out there on social media, people can interpret it one way. People can read into it wrong way. It can be twisted, things of that nature. So you have to be careful that everybody's not happy to see happy.
Mm,
So sometimes some people do everything they can to break up that happiness. And through social media, tagging stuff, you got DMs, you got people saying things without saying things to try to get a rise out of you. Then y'all going back and forth social media. Or, hey Julie.
hey, Julia.
So you just be mindful. There's know the people. Everyone is not out there for you just because they follow you or like or you get likes from them. They don't like you. Some people don't.
Ooh, the table. Sorry.
So that's one scenario. How do you deal with social media in your relationship? Is that something you guys even go through? Another.
Ooh, and we could tell them, about the how we deal with it. Um, so social media. Do people go in your DMs or make little slick comments on your post or things like that? Does your partner get upset or how do you deal with it? Basically, I had a situation where there was somebody coming in my inbox, a couple of people, and I kept just ignoring. You know how you slide, ignore the messages, ignore the messages. So it got to a point where it just kept happening. So I just just gave him the phone, and he responded. And I think, would you say the guy kept
Um,
talking to you or something?
yeah. So some dude, whatever. He called. He didn't think he was doing anything wrong because he said he was just complimenting me. But I basically told him in a respectful way, what it what it's coming across as, and he understood what I thought he did, but then he, did it again.
Mm-hmm.
This time I wasn't probably so respectful, which got a better response because when he realized like, okay, dude might not be playing, whatever the case he felt. But he apologized. He stopped. I actually tried to tried to send me a friend request. He tried to he sent me like scriptures like every other day.
Which is not
So
normal. I mean,
yeah, so
not normal, but not usual.
yeah. So let's I guess stay on this one. So your bond, if it's tight enough, that shouldn't affect the bond. So for instance, you have a situation where something like that could have happened, and since we're using this scenario, say the male gets upset at her, right? Because this is going on. She can't control how that guy feels, what he wants to say. Social media, I mean, it's open, it's free. People go in there and say what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? You can't control people. But we shouldn't be looking at our significant Now, if they're going back and forth or whatever, that's one thing. But just because someone slide into the DMs and say some old slick stuff, whatever, if they're not responding to them, if they ignored it, whatever the case may be, hey, what can you do? They're going to continue. Even if you got on there, even if I could have got on there and say whatever, he could have took it the wrong, took it the whole opposite. Whatever, I can get on here anytime I want. I can't stop him from going to her DMs. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing I can,
But I can stop him from going to my
Yeah, she
DM.
can block him. You know what I'm saying? She
Yeah.
can block it. If it got too excessive, yeah, she can block. That's all we can do. But it's no reason for me to be upset about because she with me. It wasn't a back and forth thing. Whatever she felt like she felt, said, could have said what she wanted to say, could have blocked him, whatever, and we'd been done with it. But you do have some situation where people bonds are not tight enough, and they automatically that lack of trust kicks in, and now you have issues in your relationship because of someone that had nothing to do with your relationship. So, again, how strong is your bond? That you can allow something like that to happen. Again, I'm not speaking if they're going back and forth and actually having conversations, and now the conversation got too out of hand. Now they want to say something. But I'm speaking from the get-go. It's just me, my opinion. I don't need to step in the beginning. You say what you want to say, hopefully respectfully. They're going to be like, you know what? Thanks for the compliment, but I'm married or I'm involved, and please, do not, comment those type of comments on it. Whatever case, or I'll be forced to block you, whatever. And it's a done deal. Now, I feel we the other party comes in play when you respectfully do that.
Hey, James.
Was that James? You respectfully do that, and they're persistent. I don't care about him. I don't care about her, or and now the other party's involved. For me, now I'm involved. Because now you are being disrespected. The first time, I give you the first one. She's beautiful, she's cute. I know that. Thank you. But, could you, she could have said, thank you, move, and let it be. I'm married or whatever. But if they're persistent, then yes, now that problem has now become my problem.
And let's look on the other hand, too. On the other hand, instead of me giving him my phone and saying, baby, this guy keeps coming in my DMs and is not listening to what I'm saying. Can you take care of it? What if it was the other way around and I was accommodating this guy's DMs, paying attention to him, because we do have some relationships in which a woman may be lonely or a man may be lonely, and the DM messages become something more than what it started out to be. What do you do in that situation? Do you address it? Because, they always say marriage is till death do us part. But here lately, stuff goes down, people get mad, they check them deuces, it's over. So in this situation, if I were to say, oh, well, thank you. You think I'm gorgeous? I think you look good too, And then that conversation just kind of escalated, and then it turned into something.
Which, hence the title, How Strong Is Your Bond?
How strong is your bond?
Because if that happens, then they go just that course knows your bond is not that strong. So that's one scenario. The other scenario that was brought to our attention is individuals getting into your business relationships. If you are out and someone seen you talking to another woman or another man, depending on which one they're out, and reports that back to your other, right? Instead of having a conversation, or your bond is that tight that that's not going to affect you because your significance. So it's nothing. But you have messy people. Again, everyone call you a friend is not a friend, right? So you have some messy marbles out there, right? So they want to keep playing stuff in your head. And every time I said, girl, they was out, they was holding each other, they was this, that, and that. And it couldn't have been. They could have shook hands. They could have been like, yo, you so crazy. Just because they did like, you so crazy. Oh, girl, he was rubbing all on him, or he was rubbing all on her. He bought her a drink, or she bought him a drink. And what happened is constantly planting them seeds. That's why your bond has to be so tight that you can see through that. All right? So again, with these scenarios, how do you handle it? Are you careful with that? Do you have that watchful eye of individuals trying to do those things? Because it could be a situation as male or female, be planting all these seeds trying to mess up a happy home because they want to be in that home. So we have to be careful. Again, Everybody say a friend is not a friend.
Not only that, when those people try to come in and plant those seeds in your home, does your spouse believe you? You know, can somebody just come from the outside and say, "Hey, Dre, you know, your woman was this, that, and the other. I saw her out there talking to such and such and such," and do you immediately believe it?
Right. Again, how strong is your bond? Because again, if that's all it takes for someone to say that, then there was a trust issue from the giddy up. Your bond is not that tight.
And the other thing, will you finish on that one?
Yeah.
The other thing that we want to bring up as well tonight, in addition to social media, DMing and all that stuff, we want to talk about your phone. How do you guys deal with phones? We have some relationships where you have the woman going through the phone and the man going through the phone. We got other relationships where phones are locked up, stocked up, face, print. Some where the code to your spouse's phone, and it's all kinds of stuff. In our situation, I know the code to Dre's phone. Dre know the code to mine. And at the end of the day, if he want me to take the code off, I will. He has full access to it, and if I gotta go on his phone, I just go in it. I don't find the need to go through his phone, and if I did, then we probably shouldn't be married. And I think Dre is kind of the same way. Like, it's
Yeah. As far as phones, whatever, like I've always been a firm believer that her phone is not my business. That's just me how I look at things. I don't pay her phone bill, we ain't sharing, but like that's not my business. And she'll tell you, like her phone could be in a purse or key. Like I don't go through phones, I don't go through purses. Your personal stuff is your personal stuff. I understand. Yes, we're married. We don't have to have the boundaries. Those are boundaries I set just as me. She doesn't require that. That's just how I am.
He won't even get my keys out my purse if I ask.
No, I don't want purses.
Just hand me the whole purse, like yeah.
Because that's just me. And not that I think that she's hiding anything, whatever. That's just me. But I'm not a snooper because I was found that you go looking for something,
you won't find it.
You won't find it,
Well, not in my case.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, that's the saying. That's the saying. People say that, but I'm a firm believer too. Is whatever happens in the dark comes to light. So I don't go looking for anything. If something needs to be found, it will be found. That's how I look at it. So in those situations with phones, yes, you do have people that they have some type of feel some type of way about their phone. They don't need to be in my phone and this, that, and the other. And, that's what you feel. No right or wrong answer here. I was like that. Prior to me saying I do, I don't know. You don't do my phone. You need my code. You need it ain't none of your. I pay my bill. It ain't your business. You know what I'm saying? And I'm still not. Probably wasn't doing anything. It's just the principle. Like no, that's just my privacy. So like I just felt.
I'm shocked.
My privacy was invaded.
He gave me his code quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Yeah. The very first time, Ronnie, I think answered my phone with her. I think I was sitting on a different chair and whatever, and she just I just lay my phone around. It's just laying around. So I guess it rang or whatever. And she's like, "Oh, so baby, such calling you, whatever." And it's like, it was different. I was like, I used to wasn't into that. You know what I'm saying? But it felt, oh, okay, all right. She answered my phone. Hey, start talking. I mean, because another thing is, and this, I'm going to get off and get back on because this is actually a topic for another day. Because whoever's on my phone calling me, whatever, she should know anyway. You know what I'm saying? Again, remember that. That's for another show.
Mm-hmm.
So, so I don't have nothing to hide, no hold or whatever. So I feel my bond is tight. So I don't have to go through those things. But we're on here to find out, what do you guys take on that? You know what I'm saying? How do you feel your bond is? Or do you guys still feel that you need, hey April. Do you guys feel you need to still have that privacy? And I understand in the beginning you go in because especially like I said for us, we were, before we came together, we're single for a while. So that individuality was still fresh. Mm-hmm. So for some people that comes in relationships that's been single for a long period of time, it takes a while to get out of that individuality. Mm-hmm. So that privacy thing is still, it takes a while for somebody. Everybody's different. So if you are in a relationship and you're having this problem, reflect back to see what was your spouse doing or your partner was doing before you. How long were they single, living, in this particular individuality? Because sometimes it could just be, it's hard to shake sometimes.
And I don't even think it's a matter of, if they were single for a long time. You had some people that weren't single for a long time, but that's just how they are.
Yeah, I mean that's another thing. Whatever. I'm just saying, just make sure you ask yourself them quick before you start going. Oh, he had something. I'm not saying he not or he is, but I'm just saying, take a minute. Do like, you know what, this dude been or she's been. You know what I'm saying. So it may take a minute getting that accustomed to. I was in a situation where I was in a park one time. I was walking with this young lady I was dealing with at the time, whatever case may be, right? And something in the park happened. I was like, hey, look, right? I was telling her to look, whatever. And she wanted to put out the phone and take a picture. And I was just happened to stand behind her. And she got offended because she thought I was trying to look at her phone or look at her put the code into her phone. I literally got upset about it, even though I wasn't. And I was like, wow, why are you so upset? You know what I'm saying?
That makes you wonder.
Yeah,
you had a problem that bad with me looking, and that's another big like eye opener too. When people are very like, hold on, phone is turned upside down all the time, and if you even glance over, they like what you looking at, then chances are you probably with a cheater.
yeah. So with that situation, I was just like, wow, and it did make me look at that person differently. So I addressed it with myself first because that's how the individual is. I always check myself first, and I'm quick to check out. So I was like,
that's scary.
That's probably a sign for me to leave this situation. And slowly but surely, of course, more stuff came out, and it was then. So,
we have a comment. We don't hide phones, etc. We give each other space and respect. There is nothing to hide around here.
Exactly. Well, April, I will say you do have one of the best. You know what I'm saying? My little bro is like that, so he ain't got nothing to hide. He been 1,000 ever since I've known him.
We don't hide phones around here either.
Yeah, so I don't.
You calling my phone, if you gonna get me or my husband, I tell you that from jump. My husband might answer the phone. I might answer the phone. You text me, you better be texting me something respectful, because chances are I'm gonna slide the phone right over to this guy. So
yeah, so
there ain't no secrets here.
So I would say though, when I will say that this relationship has been real respected. Like I had nothing. What's up, Kat? I had no issues. You had a couple of people, so like, wow, I can't believe you.
Yeah, we had
really,
some folk.
but
and
nothing.
I didn't check him. For once in my life, I let him handle that.
Yeah. So and again, nothing came out like I said to disrespect. Some just I guess jokingly or whatever. Some people might have been telling the truth, but it didn't joke. It matter of, wow, I can't believe you're off the market, or wow, I missed my chance, or whatever the case may be, right? That moment, and gone. They said what they said, and it was gone.
And that's another thing too. You also have to make sure that your partner is respecting your relationship, because it's one thing for you to be respecting your relationship, but is your partner, respecting your relationship? Because there were so many instances of women coming to Dre and telling him what he needed to do and what he should have done and who he was supposed to be with, and he shut that down so fast, and if you don't have somebody like that shutting it down, like saying, no, that's not what it is, and you need to go about your business, so I'm gonna make sure you go about your business, then maybe they don't want to shut it down.
Yeah. So I can honestly say, like I said, I haven't really had outside of, what I'm saying, again, maybe the longest 2 days after the announcement came out. After that, to this day, nothing. They've been real respectful. Like, all of them, they know who she is. Hey, how's your wife? Hey, the Kellys, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So everything has been,
I still get random people saying hi to me out in public places.
Yeah, so
he's popular or famous or something.
No, I'm not.
You ain't got random people saying hi to him.
But so when dealing with a relationship, just understand that you guys become one. Bottom line. So the topic is how strong is your bond. Is just that, like, how do you make it an emphasis to make sure that you strengthen your bond? Because if you have a tight knit in your relationship, on with that bond, whatever, little things that we just brought up would not affect it. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna be, we're not gonna have a disagreement because someone was in my DM or her DM, whatever. We look at it with it. She check it, I check mine, she check hers. Now, if it gets out of hand, whatever, then the other party would get involved, whatever the case would be.
And how many people are dating somebody that is just, I guess, they have a problem in themselves where they feel like they have to check your stuff all the time. And doesn't that ruin relationships too?
Heck yeah.
Because I know some people that date people that are constantly in your phone. Who is that? Who texting you? Who did? And the person is actually faithful, and it's just their own insecurities.
Yeah. And also, with tightening that bond, if your significant is seeking attention from somewhere else, right? I mean, is there a reason? Sometimes we gotta ask ourselves that too. Like, so if she's indulged because this dude is like, you're beautiful, you this, and she's a woman. We're human, right? So if we're not getting enough of it, it's like, shoot, I ain't hear that in a while. So you entertain it, and you might start out innocent. Oh, thank you. And next day, hey, beautiful, just want to say hi again. So now, she's getting more attention from this other individual than she is from the house, or he's getting attention from this other individual than the house. Yeah, then we turn around and be like, I can't believe they stepped out or whatever. Your bond wasn't the tight. It started loosening up, and you didn't even realize it was loosening up right in front of your eyes.
And I think that's a matter of when people start taking things for granted.
Exactly.
If you're taking for granted what you have in your home, and somebody else can come in and make them feel some kind of way, then
yeah. And again, this is a learning. As we get older, we realize that because when we were younger, some of those things go over our head for some of us. So I'm only can use me. I believe I probably was right in the past. I never paid attention to stuff like that. Like, how do you think this look? You winning, not me. When they could have easily be like, yeah, it don't look nice. You know what I'm saying? That's probably want it. You know what I'm saying? Or even with them without asking, they may put on something. Dang, that look good on you today. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that look nice.
Or you could do like you did nicely.
Right.
I like it better when you wear this. So
exactly.
We'll be in the store and he'd be like, "Don't you like these instead of these?"
Yeah. We have to find. You know what? You have to know the points of your partner, right? So if you have someone, if your partner is sensitive, right, you have to find easy ways to get your point across. So I know I can be harsh sometimes, right? I know Ronnie don't respond to harshness well. It affect her, might affect her emotionally. You know what I'm saying? It might affect her sensitive, where she may respond back harshly, or it might make her, more of an introvert. Like, oh, okay, I don't want to do anything
but you haven't been harsh to me.
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't. That's what I'm saying.
I've never seen y'all. He's talking about his harshness. I've never seen this man harsh to me. I can see him.
Because I check. That's what I said.
Yeah.
Over time, you have to know when you go through things. So any relationship you guys, your past relationship, they're past for a reason. But instead of looking at all the negative things that happen in that relationship, sometimes checking and be like, well, how could I have been better? You know what I'm saying? Because there's always two sides to a story. It's two people, right? Regardless this person did whatever you feel they did, it was sometimes it's probably something you didn't do or did do, right? So I always check myself, and if everybody going down the line was saying the same thing, it can't be everybody.
Then it's you.
And so these are some of the things I was saying. So when I started researching and checking myself, I realized like, I can't be kind of, and not that I meant it, not that I try to be harsh, but something I just shoot from the hip. Sometimes we got to water that down. We got to soften that a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's different. You might today deal with someone that can take it, because you can shoot off the hip and they like, all right, whatever, can take it on the chin. Then you get with someone, you got to soften it a little bit.
Yeah.
So I realized what I'm dealing with, who I'm dealing with, just in general how to deal with people. Everybody can't handle it. So I'd rather just try to come off with everybody pleasing, right? So when I say something, and not that I have anything wrong with anything she wear or anything like that, whatever. But if I like to see her in something else, I will say, I say, baby, do you like something like this? What do you think about these or whatever? And then she'll take it as he must want me in these. He must like me in this. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's how we bounce off. You know what I'm saying?
And most of the time, I'll just ask, like, baby, you like this better, don't you? Because I can tell he'd be like, mm-hmm.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
some things which I told her that I like better.
Mm.
Well, so and she takes, she take into consideration. And again, I'm not. She grown. I can't tell her what to do. I can just make a suggestion.
But at the end
She'd
of
be
the
like,
day, if your spouse likes something on you or wants to see something on you, and you are in the business of making your spouse or your partner happy, you're not gonna really have a problem with trying something different.
yeah,
I mean, why would I? That's my man. He say, babe, I kind of like it if you do this. And, oh, okay, that's my job to do that.
and I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so again, we just came on today because it was a lot of requests about this from different angles.
Where y'all at? Y'all quiet too. I see you on there, but you're quiet.
The whole week we were getting certain responses and requests to touch on this topic, and so Ronnie and I, we kind of powwow about the topics we're going to talk about. So when we brought it up, we actually started talking about it. We're like, wow, this is good one. This is because again, we try to talk about things that maybe you can't really talk about in your household and use us. You know what I'm saying? We don't use this as an outlet. We put it out so the conversation will be easier. And so
Yeah, and we also, are going to tell how we feel about it in different ways. Driving in my cab, letting my customers tune in on the session.
I know that's
Thank
right.
You. We
Thanks,
appreciate that, Julia. You guys in that session, please go to the Dre and Ro Show on YouTube and hit that subscribe button. We need as many subscribers as we possibly can get.
All
That
right.
would be a big help to us. Appreciate you, Julia.
But yeah. So we just wanted some input to find out. Have you guys went through this and how did you guys work it out? Have you ever even thought about stuff like this? You know what I'm saying? How strong is your bond? Again, April, I know you and Keith's rock solid. I love y'all. Y'all black love. I love it. Y'all make it look good. Kat, you and I, we rap, a little while ago about certain situations, man. So it's all good with that situation. Julia, we are still praying. Just to let you know, we are still praying.
For your husband.
But yeah, you guys. So we came on to talk about our bond. And some of these topics actually help us too, because it makes us reflect back on our bond and talk about how we can continue making it strong. Because might bring in some subjects that we didn't think about that could be a possibility of weakening the bond. So it gives us a chance to address it. So some of the topics that people ask us to speak about, it helps us too. Which is what this is for, is to help everyone involved, help us grow as a couple. Maybe we can help someone else as a couple. Be a family here. You know what I'm saying?
And another question that I had, what constitutes ride or die? Is a ride or die chick, let's say chick, because they always say that. Is a ride or die chick somebody that just puts up with any and everything? Is that what that means? They just in it, ride or die, no matter what. He cheat, she down.
Wait,
tell me what that means.
I think that's one's interpretation. That's not mine. A ride or die for me is support system. That's a ride or die for me. You see me down, you can pick me up. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You see me going through something, I'm gonna go through it with you. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm in the same way. So ride or die chick, ride or die guy. So that's to me is a ride. It don't have nothing to do. Someone make a stupid decision just because you're gonna make the same stupid decision with them. Y'all both just stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, how's that ride or die? Like, now y'all both dead. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like, in my opinion, what I think, for me, my definition of it is that, like, a support system. Someone's going to be there when you grinding, when you going through, they're there when you're down, they're there when you up. You know what I'm saying? And they have the same energy, regardless if you down or you up.
That
That's
makes
ride or die.
sense. So I guess the other person would have to be that ride or die as well,
That's what I
because
said.
you're both going to be in it together no
Exactly.
matter what. Okay, I
Yeah.
got that.
So when people and most people, because they always talk about, like she said, the ride or die chick, but it should go both ways. Um, and I guess because they're always saying, man, they both say both sides. Men say it's hard to find a good woman. Women say it's hard to find a good man. Whatever. So when you do, they always say, yeah, that's why I need me a ride or die. Someone who's gonna be there. Someone's gonna, truth with you, be honest with you, get your best interest. So
Got a comment. Many people come into new relationships with past issues and insecurities, and some people love has to bear their new relationship's issue and build a strong bond and help that person become whole.
okay,
I agree with that
yeah,
too.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I
So
agree.
when you come, see, I think Ronnie brought some light to something before, because I know a lot of people used to say that saying about completing someone, right? And Ronnie say, I think you should be already whole when you meet someone, and they should be whole. You guys come together whole
Right,
and
two
grow, and
complete people,
two complete
not
people to
one
grow,
a half a person.
right, and grow from there, right? So when she said it, I was like, wow, I never looked at it that way. Because when you come in incomplete, right, or half complete, or whatever you want to call it, you, like James was just saying, you're incomplete because you still carrying baggage, you still have issues, you still, you know what I'm saying. So you bringing that into this situation, and if that other person is, say, same thing, incomplete, so now you both are bringing past issues and baggage into a current situation. I was always told you can't put new wine in old bottles. So
Wineskin, yeah.
yeah, so you can't. When Ronnie said that, it made me rethink the whole saying. Right, you should fix your. I think we should come to agreement of a comfortability with one another. Now, it still might be some things you need to come, but at least be at a point where you, at least your comfortability level with yourself is good before you go and taking on someone else's situations and allowing someone into your situations.
But if you do get into the relationship not knowing that the person has some of these issues, I think if you love that person, you're going to heal that person. A lot of times, guys and women find themselves in relationships with somebody that may have deep hurts that may not, be shown right away. I'm sorry, our dog is back here losing his mind right now, but deep hurts are coming into play, and they may not know that, but you have a lot of healing men and women out there. I mean, there's some things that are minor where, I didn't even know I was dealing with, and Dre, he healed that stuff for me, and it was just the patient, the calm, the help, the talks, and it's like sometimes that's what it takes. Sometimes you just gotta, I guess, cover and be that support system.
So she just opened up something else. So I had to go through something to learn patience, because I was an impatient person. I was, again, that people say I was harsh, you from so I had to learn. I had to reevaluate my life and get whole, get comfortable with myself, because I can't help nobody if I can't even help myself. So when I got to a point where I was comfortable with Dre, right, I felt whole just being me. I was able to move on, all right, and I just look at this situations we were put. I had to go through that. I had to go through that rebuilding, because there was something that I was going to be connected to, that the newfound me was going to put that work in. I was going to need to put this some work in to, again, not fix her, because that's not my, I don't think it's my job, but at least I can be that soundboard, or I can be that shoulder to lean on, and all of that stuff. But I had to get to a point to be able to do that. And now, when Rhonda say certain things like that, like my calmness or whatever, it's like I went through a lot to get to that point where to be calm and things of that nature, so I can be that for her. So we go through things for. Sometimes we go through things in life, not even for us, it's for other people. This particular situation, some of the stuff I went through, I think, was for this connection and this union that I've been blessed with. So I'm learning it. I'm understanding more and more each day. My purpose in life. In a relationship, I think I understand more and more each day how to be a better husband, how to be a better partner, how to be a better friend, a comforter, and things of that nature. I learn every day. I had an epiphany today on that. I think I finally understand where my purpose is as far as in the business aspect. So every day, understanding my purpose. You know what I'm saying? Understanding why I went through some things I went through, why I'm going through some of the things I'm going through. It's coming clearer to me. It's coming clearer to me every day. So, so whoever's on here, you know, whatever you're going through, just understand like it's a reason that you're going through. Just stay the course. Relationship, business, just in life in general. There is a major purpose for you. So please don't ever give up.
Yeah, actually don't give up on those times, you know, in your relationship where you find that there are hardships, there are hard times or small storms that you may be enduring, because those things will bring you closer together. Some people are so fast, like people say, we are in a microwave generation.
Right,
you know, and some people are so fast to say, "Oop, I see an issue, I'm out." You know, instead of working through this small, minor problem, you know, or like we talked about today, before jumping into something, making sure that those major things that you have set for your life are not going to become issues with the person that you choose to be with later on in your relationship. So I think when you go through those things, don't give up so fast. You know, you went into that relationship and you love that person. You know, you should have already discussed all of the things that you don't want and all of the things that you're not going to deal with. So, I mean, you already should know by this point that, hey, this is it and this is where we're going to be regardless.
Yeah, because like I said, if it's not, but that's because of their past hurt.
Yeah,
exactly,
definitely.
Exactly. And I think I always say hurt people hurt people. You know what I'm saying? Take time. I hope you guys took time to heal from whatever hurt that was hindering you before you move forward. Please, I hope you did not. I hope you don't plan on taking hurt to hurt another person. Just take your time for yourself. Make sure you're right. You know what I'm saying? There's no need to bring no one else down because you're miserable or you're not really, you know, feeling yourself. So you go and get involved just for the mere fact to bring somebody else down. Don't be selfish like that. So yeah, take that time and because remember that bond that you built with that person, right? They remember that thing's supposed to be tight. You know what I'm saying? So if you already going in with a weak hand, and the bond was never built from the giddy up. You know
and remember, you never stop building that bond. You know, that's from beginning to end. You always have ways or reasons to build. You learn new things. We change every day. People change every day. People grow. You know, always try and work on your bond in any way possible that you can.
Right. So that's all we got on here for. So, you know, this will be in the stores. It'll be on the YouTube. So if you did not get to see it and you did not get to comment or whatever, I'm noticing we are able to see comments on YouTube.
Yeah.
So
thank you to those that have been commenting on YouTube.
Yeah. So that's great. And thanks for whoever tuned in tonight. Thanks for the comments. Thanks, James.
Thank you, Julia.
If you're in the DMV area, I'm telling you, y'all need to get them haircuts done right. I think it's what is it? St. Paul's, James, barbershop, Marlboro Pike.
And to all,
see my man.
To Mr. PZZY and all those people, Cap, all those people that joined us tonight. Just names I'm missing, but
what happens if you meet your soulmate and you're in a
broken place? Oh, okay. We just got a question of what happens if you meet your soulmate when you're in a broken place.
But let me. I got a response for that, James. If you're in a broken place, how do you know that's your soulmate? You wouldn't recognize them because you're in a broken place.
Because you're broken.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because we miss so much being in a sunken place. You know what I'm saying? Because we dwell on things or whatever the situation was, we're in a dark place. So our soulmate, like you say, can be right there in front of us, but we overlook it, or we mess it up because we're in a broken place.
And that's really the answer to your question. It's going to get messed up. A broken person is not going to be able to deal with a soulmate at that time in their life.
Yeah. Now, I would say this: that soulmate, if they can recognize, they can try to help that person. I ain't saying necessarily get a relationship at that time, but maybe they can help the person out of that broken place. Mm-hmm. And then their eyes will be open to realize that this person helped me out is the person for me.
Yeah, and if they are their soulmate, they'll probably be there. Somebody set
the bar for you.
Yeah,
exactly.
Basically, somebody will set the bar for you. That person will be there. If they are that person's soulmate, then I would think that they would be the ones still there, holding them down, through their brokenness. And after that brokenness, then that person will see that this is the person for me. And a lot of times, broken people don't even look at their soulmate. They look at somebody else and say, I think that's the guy for me, or that's the woman for me, when the soulmate has been right there the whole time. And when they come out of that brokenness, they then realize that that's their soulmate, who 9 times out of 10 is not going anywhere. Yeah. Because they already know.
Yep. I agree.
But we thank you guys. We love you guys. We got mad conversation. We'll probably be in a couple of weeks talking to y'all from out of town, right, baby? Nope.
Amen.
No, that's a weekend. Right?
We'll be back.
We doing some things, man. But we love y'all. Again, please subscribe to the Dre and Ro Show on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button. And continue. Keep it rolling with the topics of conversation. We've been getting bombarded. I think we're starting to forget and leave topics out because we got so many topics that people want to talk about. Keep that energy rolling, guys. We love you all. We hope you have a great night. And please forgive us because both of us was probably half asleep when we came on here.
All right, see y'all.
Peace.